Let's talk about Northwest Registered Agent Virtual Mailbox. And so when you think about Northwest Registered Agent, based on the name itself, you might be thinking, well, this company only offers registered agent services, right? But no, they do more than that. So in today's conversation, we want to analyze this company from the virtual mailbox angle. So here's a presentation I want you to really pay attention to. So when you think about Northwest Registered Agent, I want you to think about a top-rated virtual business address provider specializing in registering LLCs, C corporations, and S corporations. And the company operates in all 50 states, so that's really good. And so they are rated 4.7 to 4.8 over 5 on Google, and they take care of all of your legal needs. So this is kind of cool. So when we talk about the Northwest Registered Agent virtual mailbox service, you can actually get the virtual mailbox service separately, or you can get it as an add-on as part of other services that you actually contract with the company. This is really important. And so you have to pay $39. That's it. $39. That's all you have to pay for their virtual mailbox service. So if you are an LLC, if you're a corporation or a nonprofit, they'll take care of you. Not a problem. So they will actually they will do virtual address. They will do registered agent. They will do mail forwarding for you within a specific time frame. And the thing is that they also have what we love a lot. They have something called 100% error-free guarantee. In other words, you can cancel your services at any time, and there are zero hidden fees. We love that a lot. And so let me quickly give you a few other features that you can expect if you go with Northwest Registered Agent. So all legal paperwork is filed for you on time. You have a 100% error-free guarantee. You have more than 200 business experts across the country available to answer your questions. You have a fully private business address. This is really part of their virtual mailbox service. You have a free mail forwarding within the United States. You have unlimited phone and email support. The service is available across the nation. So we're talking about all the 50 states, including Alaska and Hawaii. And this is really good. And all your personal information is kept fully private. And so the only company is this is the only company to offer this. So we love this a lot. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Let's talk about the pros and cons. So when we analyze Northwest Registered Agent virtual mailbox service, let's really have a clear understanding of the pros and cons, the drawbacks, and the highlights. Let's first talk about the positive stuff. So first of all, you have a fast service, outstanding customer review. You have a flat rate for all services. You have DIY packages depending on the types of needs that you have. You can purchase only the services you need. They also offer the standalone registered agent service. So if you're just calling, if you call them and you say, listen, I do not need a virtual mailbox service. I only need the registered agent. They can actually get that to you for a specific price. You can actually you can use the service to start and maintain businesses. You have a lifetime guide service. This is really good. And one thing we also love with Northwest Registered Agent is the transparency in the pricing. Here is a business that's been around for a while now, and they actually will take care of you in terms of explaining to you from A to Z their prices and as they relate to their virtual mailbox services and other services. They will also give you a free operating agreement template. This is actually good if you're having an LLC, a limited liability company, for example. And again, another plus in our view here is that this business, Northwest Registered Agent, has been a business for more than 20 years. They've been doing this for more than 2 decades. So this really counts for something. So this is actually a non-exhaustive list of all the pluses that we have gathered from our analysis of Northwest Registered Agent. Now let's talk about the minuses here. So there is an additional cost to obtain your EIN. EIN means Employer Identification Number. And the company is not BBB accredited, so BBB, Better Business Bureau. And it's not suitable for small-sized businesses. If you are in that sort of a space, operationally speaking, you might not need the virtual mailbox service. And the registered agent service is costlier than other companies. So, and this is true. We have analyzed this, and we realize also that it is really costlier than other companies. So this is something you need to really think about big time before making the move here. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Northwest Registered Agent. So this is a Northwest Registered Agent virtual mailbox review. I want to talk to you about the features here. So when you think about Northwest Registered Agent, what are the features you need to pay attention to when it comes to virtual mailbox? First of all, you need to understand when you have a virtual mailbox, basically virtual mailbox is like 10% of their offer, 10%. The cool thing about their virtual mailbox is that they are basically flexible. The service is available in all 50 states, although Northwest is only available in a few states. They don't have virtual mailbox services in all the other states, okay? And so the thing you need to understand, the best way for you to benefit from Northwest Registered Agent is to actually hire them for other services. Like if you just went to them for the virtual office only, you might be losing a little bit of cash here. But if you actually negotiate with them a bespoke price, a consolidated price based on your needs, then you really can start saving money. Okay. So besides virtual mailbox services, they actually have other types of services. So they can help you. They can help you with a registered agent. For instance, you have also company formation. You also have VIP business service. So under this offering, Northwest provides VIP services to its customers. There is a monthly payment options available in the Northwest Registered Agent business. You can either pay them upfront or monthly to enjoy their fast services. So under VIP services, your filing will take place within 2 business days. Statewide, expedited filing charges apply. So this is kind of cool. And so those are the core services: registered agent, company formation, VIP business, and virtual mailbox. So what about the services that revolve around helping you to maintain a business? So here you have an annual report. Federal tax ID service is the same thing as the EIN service, and you also have foreign LLC formation. Okay, so those are the ancillary services that you can really also avail yourself of as well. As I said, it's just a lot better to maintain a relationship with the Northwest Registered Agent through other services instead of just going to them for their virtual mailbox services. Okay, so go to them for other services and you'll be able to score a great discount. So when we talk about virtual mailbox service or virtual office service, they actually lump that service under what they call business address and development. So this is kind of important. Again, I'm kind of going through the services that they have. So in terms of core services, they have services that revolve around helping you maintain a business. And now I want to talk to you about business address and development. And so under this cluster, as an LLC, you'll be able to get phone, address, mail, and payment processing services. So these services are required to form an LLC. So there are 4 primary services under the business address and development umbrella. First of all, you have mail forwarding services. So LLCs will get address and suite numbers where they can receive official mail. This service is available in all states, including major states such as Wyoming, California, Texas, Florida, and so on. This service is available at $40 every month. So actually it's $39. Okay. And every month. And so this is for the mail forwarding service. You also have a virtual office service. So Northwest offers a virtual office address that is required to form an LLC or any business in a particular state. So one has to pay $49 a month to get this service in any state across the U.S. If the registered agent's address is in the same state you are forming an LLC in, it will be even better for you to get legal documents. So this is kind of good. And Northwest also offers a phone service. Again, I'm telling you here, all the services that are ancillary to the virtual mailbox service here. So the phone service here, you can sign up for free to enjoy phone connections. If you sign up, you'll get a phone number to start your business in the state. If you're not residing in that state or are willing to start your foreign LLC, you can easily take this service. It costs about $9 a month to use the local number for business purposes. This is kind of cool. And the 4th service you want to avail yourself of is the payment processing solution. If you use credit cards to conduct your legit business, you must need a payment processing solution. So Northwest is a registered agent business and does not offer solutions like payment processing often. However, at a reasonable cost, you can book a consultant to know more about the same. So this is kind of cool. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Northwest Registered Agent, and we are exploring the company's virtual mailbox service. Another service that you would find interesting is the service of process. So under this option, registered agent services are available, and so there are three options to choose from. If you require BOC3 registered agent service, then choose this option. The rest two options are for the multiple states operation. So Northwest also encourages B2B affordable options, and a wholesale registered agent is one such B2B option. This is really cool. So when we talk about the BOC3, this is actually at the cost of $125 plus state fees. You can get BOC3 agent service. And you also have a national agent service. So if you are operating in 5 or more states, then you can go for this option. You will get a single national agent to look after your LLCs in 5 or more states. It costs about $100 plus state fees. Really, really important to really think about that. You also have wholesale registered agent. In this option, the businesses get a wholesale agent instead of 51 individual agents for 51 states. And so this option is actually started for the B2B services. So if you are an agency, then you can hire a wholesale agent service at an affordable pricing. So this is for the service of process. And also, now let's talk about the additional services. So apart from the above mentioned plans, Northwest offers a few more individual services. And so you have company formation for a non-US resident. So packages start from $925 per package. And you have EIN for non-US residents. You have law on call, so that's $9 per month. So you'll actually get legal consultation on call immediately by paying the subscription fee. You have certified copies of formation documents. The cost varies from state to state. This is something that's really important to really have in mind. You have a certificate of good standing. The cost varies from state to state also. And you have corporate kits. Here you have books, seals, and here you are paying $30 to $80. So again, what I'm trying to say, the picture I'm trying to paint here is that besides the virtual mailbox services, you have a whole lot of services that Northwest Registered Agent can provide you. Let me talk to you about the rivals here. So when we talk about Northwest Registered Agent, and when it comes to a virtual mailbox, you have other players that are really using this space as well. Okay, Northwest is not the only one, but one thing I want to say here is that you have InkFile, of course. You have Zen Business, of course. You have Nolo. You have a Legal Zoom. It's really important to really understand that. But the biggest player in this field right now, when it comes, the biggest competitor to Northwest Registered Agent is InkFile. And it was InkFile last year, but now it's Zen Business, okay? And Zen Business actually is great when it comes to LLC formation, but when it comes to virtual mailbox, it's more InkFile. Zen Business hasn't really come up with a structured approach to their virtual mailbox yet. They are working on it, but it's not really where it should be right now. So this is kind of cool. And so when you think about Northwest Registered Agent, the best way to actually use this service is to actually use them for, like, if you already have a business, you can use them for their virtual mailbox, but also for their LLC related services. For example, you can hire them for their annual registration fees, for instance. You can also hire them for other stuff. For example, you can use them for their mail forwarding packages. You can use them also for their certificate of good standing sort of work. So you have a lot of players. Now, when it comes to virtual mailbox services in general, you want to look at three things. You want to look at the safety of your mail. You want to look at the legitimacy of the company handling your mail. And you want to look at the legality around their services. Okay, I mean, cost is not really cost is an issue, yes, but if you have a pricey virtual mailbox service provider, but they do not do the work correctly, then it's really not worth it. Same thing if you have a cheap virtual mailbox service provider, but they do not do the work correctly, then you really are you are toast. This can be a bummer. So be very careful here when choosing Northwest Register Agent or some of its competitors. So what is our opinion? Is Northwest Register Agent worth it? Is it a legit virtual mailbox service provider? Our answer is yes. Definitely yes. Northwest is a family-owned and managed medium-sized business with more than 20 years of operation. So they've been doing this for more than 20 years, okay? The company has 200 to 250 employees who operate in 50 states. And the company may charge a bit higher than competitors, but it comes with a monthly payment package. It feels lighter in your pocket as you don't have to pay the entire amount at once. There is also a one-time payment or customizable upfront payment option as well. So with decades of experience, the company has become one of the largest companies today in this field, in the LLC formation / virtual mailbox service sector. Okay, so now choosing a formation service or a virtual mailbox service is totally up to you. It's really an important element. So you have to really look at the pros and cons. You have to look at, I give you the pros and cons. You have to look at what's important for you. What kind of operational goals do you have? What kind of mail volume do you want the Northwest Register Agent to handle on your behalf? And what are your needs in terms of speed? How fast do you want them to respond to you? Those are important elements that you need to have a clear idea about, okay? And the thing I want to say also is that you have to really have a clear idea about what's important for you in terms of the ancillary services. In other words, do you need only virtual mailbox services or do you need other stuff? Those are important elements for you to pay attention to. And one thing I also need to say here is that it's always better to call the company first. Call the company, and it's just better to, before you sign up for anything, before you do, if you are a new company, before you do LLC formation, before you go to the whole process, call the company and have a conversation. Whether you are a new business or an established business, have a conversation before you sign up for everything. So you have a clear idea. You have a conversation and then you ask them to reply to you via email. Okay, so after the conversation, they will send you an email recapping everything that was discussed, everything that was ever discussed with you. So you have written proof. The thing is, when it comes to virtual mailbox service providers, sometimes there is a little bit of opacity. You know, the pricing structures may be a little opaque. So this is why it's important to have everything in writing. So ask the customer service rep at Northwest Register Agent to answer you via email, and he or she should recap the conversation you just had. That way you have it as a written proof. And if there were ever a problem, you can just go back to the email and say, okay, here is a proof. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I just spoke to you about Northwest Register Agent Virtual Mailbox. This was a review. So I gave you the presentation, the pros and cons, the features, the rivals, our opinion, and then I end with this recap. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.